Okay, here are the answers for 1 through 9. For 1 through 6, make sure you know these words. More means plus. Divided by means divided. You can write division 2 ways, actually 3 ways. You can write it as g over 34, g divided by 34 this way, or use the division symbol right here. The product means multiply. Difference means subtract. Less than is the one where we switch the order. So even though it's red, 12 minus y, less than means you switch the order. The sum means add. And when it says use the order of operations, you have to do parentheses, then exponents, then multiply and divide from left to right, and then add and subtract from left to right. So the answers are 22, 17, and 61. Evaluate means to plug in the variable. Make sure to show your work. So if x equals 5, I'm going to write 3, put 5 in parentheses, and then plus 4. Now I use order of operations. 3 times 5 is 15, and the answer is 20. Number 11, I'm going to write 16 instead of y, so it's going to be 16 minus 6, and then the 2. The 2 on the outside means multiply. So 16 minus 6 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. And the last one, it's 15 plus 10 divided by plug in 5. So I do order of operations. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 15 plus 2 is 17. And the next 3 are absolute value. The absolute value, the distance from negative 3 from 0 on a number line is 3. So the answer is 3. Absolute value of negative 10 is 10. And absolute value of negative 4 is 4. The absolute value of positive 8 is 8. 4 minus 8 equals negative 4. And the last ones, make sure you first do the absolute values if there's any. So 0 is greater than negative 3. 0 is greater, so 0 has 2 dots on it. Negative 6 and 2. 2 dots to 2. So a symbol is like this. It's less than. Negative 7 is greater, so that's going to have 2 dots. And then 5, absolute value of negative 5 is 5. That's 5, so they're equal. A slide at a water park is 30 feet high. So you have a slide, and it's 30 feet. So if you're on top, what integer, so a positive or negative number, represents your change when you go down the slide? You're going to go down, so you're going to go down 30. That's the integer. Next part, you're going to have to add, subtract, multiply, and divide without a calculator. So simpler numbers. So this one's a negative. There's more negatives than positives, so it's negative 7. More positives than negatives, so this one is positive 12. This is a subtraction, so you're going to make both of these positive, add the opposite, so it's 14. Order of operations, 14 plus negative 9 is 5. 5 plus negative 20 is negative 15. I'm going to add the opposite, so it's negative 11. Order of operations, 8 plus negative 3 plus negative 6. 8 plus negative 3 is 5. 5 plus negative 6 is negative 1. And I'm going to fill in the answers for the rest now. Okay, so you have to be really careful with your signs. So a negative plus a negative is a negative number. A negative times a negative is a positive number. A negative divided by a negative is a positive number. When you have two numbers that are the same sign, -8 plus -6 is the same sign. You're just going to add the numbers together and put the negative. If two numbers are added and they're different signs, you have to see which one is greater without the negatives. So 8 is greater. So the answer is going to be positive. To figure out how much positive, what you do is you take 8 minus 6 is 2, so it's positive 2. Make sure you know this chart. Okay, here are some word problems with positive and negative numbers. An eagle, so here's a bird, leaves her nest on a side of a cliff. She soars upward 60 feet. So she goes up 60 feet, straight up actually, and then dives 80 feet. What is her change in elevation? So she soars up 60 and then goes down 80. So 60 take away 80 or minus 80 is negative 20 feet. This is our numerical expression. This is it evaluated. 37. The price of a stock started at 37. So that's initial. It went down 3, up 1, down 7, up 4. Write a numerical expression. So this is our numerical expression. And evaluate means calculate it. So we're going to do 37 minus 3 is 34, plus 1 is 35, minus 7 is 28, plus 4 is 32. So $32 is our ending point. 38. Write a numerical expression to represent climbing up 26 steps and then down 9 steps. So 26 minus 9 is 17. This is in our numerical expression, and this is our answer. Write a numerical expression to represent earning, means you're adding 100. Spending means you're subtracting 62. Earning means you're adding 35. And spending means you're subtracting 72. So you're going to do 100 minus 62 plus 35 minus 72. And your answer is $1. And the last one, the Glazers had $317 in their bank account. They wrote checks. So when you write a check, you're actually losing money. So they wrote checks for $74, $132, and $48. What is their account balance? Write a numerical expression. So here's our numerical expression. And our account balance is going to be 317 minus 74 minus 132 minus 48. And you get $63. Okay, write a rule means what is going on with the pattern. So how are we going from 0 to 6, 6 to 12, 12 to 8? Are we adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? we're adding 6. So the rule is add 6. Then it says find the next 3 numbers. So finish the pattern. So add 6, get 24. Add 6, get 30. Add 6, get 36. 42, the rule is we're going up by 9. So we're adding 9. So the next 3 numbers are 27, 36, and 45. This rule, the numbers are getting bigger, they're getting bigger faster. So we're multiplying by 2. So the next 3 terms is 24 times 2 is 48. 48 times 2 is 96. 96 times 2 is 192. Number 44, a 4-line classified costs $28 for a week. Each additional line is $10.50. So it's 28 plus $10.50 per line. And if there's 12 lines, that's going to be our equation. So you do 28 plus $10.50 times 12, which is $154. So do these two first, then add 28. You can use a calculator for a problem like that. Number 45, write a variable expression, so it has a variable in it, for the cost of your membership. The fee is $125 plus $30 a month. Let M be months, so it's plus 30M. How much would it cost to be a member for a year? So there are 12 months in a year. So the answer is going to be 125 plus 30 times 12. So do order of operations first and do 30 times 12 is 360 plus 125. And you get 485. Okay, and the last part of the test is make sure that you can graph them and label. So put a letter by your point. So negative 2, 2, I'm going to go left 2. So I go left 2, and then I go up 2. So start at 0 and go 1, 2, left, up 2, and make a dot. And label it. It's hard to make a dot on this. Put a letter next to it, A. B. You go over 0, right 0, left 0, up, because it's positive 3. So start it here, go over nothing, so don't move, and then go up 1, 2, 3. So B is right here. C is left 3, up 0. C. D is right 2, up 3. D. E is left 1, down 2. F is right 4, down 2. Also make sure that with the quadrants you know that this is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, this is quadrant 3, this is quadrant 4. You can remember it because it makes a C, and this is called the origin. And then now we're going to write the coordinates. So A, if 0, 0 is right here, A is going left 1. You always go left or right first, and then up 1. B, left, it's going right 4, and up 3. Oops, I wrote it on G. This is right 4, up 3. G is right 1, up 4. C is left 2, down 1. D is you don't move at all and you go down 1. T is left 3. And then K is right 5, down 1. And then R is left 2, down 4.